So when I went into UNESCO and I asked, what are the trends that you see? I said, well, nobody is stuck on a single indicator, Susan, for what learning looks like. In fact, we're sending over a list for developing nations, for developed nations, of 145 different indicators that you can look across multiple measures and see the progress in your education system, because you want to think about continuous improvement and you want to think about what pathways you're opening up in the future for your students, for each individual student, making sure you do right by them with a focus on equity. It's not enough to innovate, to change our system for innovation's sake. We're focused on innovating for equity, to make sure that we're holding a high bar for all of our students, and we're providing the resources and supports to ensure that every student reaches the highest level of achievement and expectations and has the skills that they need to be successful, not just in college and careers, but as contributors to a just and open and free society as this world is changing so rapidly. So I went to the OECD and I met with Andreas Schleicher about the future of PISA. And I said, Andreas, we're spending a lot of time in the US trying to understand what a competency-based education system might look like. What's happening around the globe in thinking through, not a system based on just taking subjects and earning credits with A to F grades and then walking out with a high school transcript. Competency-based, where we know that every student has the skills and knowledge on competency-based progressions in this learner profile that will give them a ticket to the future that they desire. We'll have them be participating in the workforce, in the democracies that are around the world. Said, well, Susan, the rest of the world is also very focused on these competency-based systems. So this isn't just what we're talking about here at iNACOL. This is forging a path forward around the globe. So I talked to the head of policy at the OECD and I said, so in the United States right now we have this opportunity with the new federal law. States are grappling with, how do we redefine student success? What should new systems look like? And the head of the director in OECD said, Susan, would you like this book? It's 700 pages. This is an analysis of global education systems, accountability systems, and assessment systems, and how they build capacity in their leaders and their educators to ensure that they are driving forward towards a brighter future where students have the skills and knowledge that they need, but it is focused on whole children. You can look, 700 pages, and you know what? Not a single one of them is mimicking what we're doing here. Not one. I had someone say to me, Susan, why is the US so focused on this standardized testing and norm reference testing? Why do you want to rank based on age one student against a cohort of students? There are new ways to think about this. The rest of the developed world moved away from this 20 to 30 years ago. When are you going to catch up? There's an international assessment consortium focused on equity, focused on fairness, focused on comparability, focused on how we make sure we have evidence of student learning that shows what they know and can do with a broader range of skills. International Conference on Assessment. You know how many Americans are there? We're in our own world. So I am challenging you in this welcome to open up the possibilities. And the other thing that this reinforced is all of the things that are pushing forward in the future of education, that the most successful nations that are transforming their education systems are doing, is focusing on the ability to personalize learning for every child.